Hey there, traders and investors. It's Rod with Powell Group. Welcome back in the pursuit of wealth for a daily market recap. Today is a recap for Thursday, April 22nd. I hope you're well today. The market saw a little bit of whipsawing action today, and that came after Joe Biden is eyeing capital gains as high as a potential 43.4%. So before we jump into today's video, make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to do an overview of some news and events on the day. Then we'll look at the broader market and some individual tickers as well. So first on the list is the capital gains tax, and SPY had a pretty nasty drop shortly after this news hit. And essentially, Joe Biden will propose almost doubling the capital gains tax for the wealthy individuals to 39.6%, coupled with an existing surtax on investment income, which means it could be as high as 43.4%. So that would boost capital gains rate to 39.6% for those earning US 1 million or more, an increase from the current base rate of 20%. And the people said that the condition of anonymity because of the plan is not yet public. A 3.8% tax on investment income that funds Obamacare would be kept in place, pushing the tax rate on returns on financial assets higher than the top rate on wage and salary income, they said. So you can check out that full article for a little bit more in-depth coverage on that. Also, a new article here about a new variant detected at Texas A&M lab shows signs of antibody resistance and more severe illness in young people. So not what we want to see. And scientists and experts familiar with the matter saying that we could potentially need another shot, and this could be just a regular occurrence. Not what we want to see whatsoever. So jobless claims came in with another low record, and we're starting to see that trend down. Again, not surprising with the seasonality of jobs, but just taking a look at the previous reporting period. So we came in, last report was 617,000, we were forecasting 617,000, and last report came in at 586, and we hit a new all-time low since March of last year at 547,000. Intel numbers just came in as well. So they reported first quarter earnings, and revenue came in at 18.6 billion compared to an estimated 17.74 billion, and adjusted earnings per share were 1.39 versus 1.14 expected. Stock was down though a little bit after hours. So take a look at the crypto space. We are bleeding. We were blasting off and everything was all hunky-dory there for a little while. But after that SPY weakness and the FUD that hit the market on the capital gains, we've been pulling back significantly. And taking a look at BTC, we did have that EMA 12 and 26 bear cross like we mentioned in previous videos. And we had the inside bar that broke bearish, and we had support at 51,300. We hit a low of 51,300 exactly, so we double bottomed, and we had a decent bounce there of about 8%. But here we are heading back down toward that support. If we do lose that double bottom at 51,300, we're likely heading to 50,305, which is our previous support, and then 50,000 psychological, but that is going to be a crucial level. And we are potentially going to lose EMA 12 here for the first time since the summer. And that was below 10,000. So that would be a huge momentum shift. And if we do lose 50,300 here, we're going to lose the weekly uptrend. And that's going to be a significant momentum shift to the bears. So it's all about 50,000 psychological and 50,000 support. So SPY on the daily time frame, we did break the high yesterday, but a little bit of a fake out there and a bull trap. We had that news drop and SPY saw a significant drop off. You can see here we went from the new high of the day straight into a new low of the day. And like I said, a lot of whipsawing action on the day today, but essentially broke out of that daily inside bar bullish and closed back within that range. And we do have key support at 410.59. Can't stress enough how important that is, as if we do lose it, we'll have a lower high and a lower low pattern, which means that we would be in a daily downtrend. And at that point, we would likely be heading to this gap fill down here at 467. And we also have EMA 26 as a potential target at 405.33, which could act as support. We haven't tested the EMA 26 now in about 19 trading days. So wouldn't be surprised if we did see an EMA 26 test and a potential gap fill there at 400. So taking a look at the dollar was weak, but bouncing back here now and potentially setting up a daily trend change here with a low, high, higher low. But the dollar is still extremely weak, still holding the weekly uptrend though. And just looking for a weekly higher low compared to 89.68. So taking a look at some of our other sectors, IWM was down about 0.4% today. QQQ down over 1%, almost 1.25%. Same thing as SPY, broke the high of yesterday, but never really broke the low. And we have key support coming into play here as well at 334.38. We're currently up a tiny bit here after hours. SMH, so pretty much the same as QQQ today. We'll see if Intel can help that, but not showing any signs of helping here so far. The solar sector saw a huge volume today, and that likely comes after the infrastructure plan on Biden. U.S. oil up almost 1%. Still hasn't broken the high of yesterday, so we'll want to break the high of the day tomorrow to see that daily bounce underway. Gold and silver daily inside bars. XBI, so the biotech sector, saw significant strength today, up over 1.3%. So we see that rotation happening. And again, we're not going to see any major weakness on the S&P 500 while these other sectors are seeing rotation. XLE, energy sector, was down over 1% today. Financials were down over 1%. And inside bar, XLV, new all-time high today, but pulled back within the range of yesterday, and we'll want to watch the low of today tomorrow. So if we do lose 122.40 tomorrow, daily consolidation will be underway. If we don't see much of a pullback, there's a possibility of a daily bull flag. But if we do see daily consolidation, we'll be looking at the tech sector and other sectors to see whether or not they pick up the slack and we see rotation, and whether or not rotation just continues. If it does, then we likely are not going to see SPY lose its weekly uptrend anytime soon. Even if we confirm a daily downtrend, we've done that multiple times and we just keep V-shaping back into all-time highs, and bulls just continue to buy the dip vigorously. And again, as long as we maintain these weekly uptrends, that's the most important part. Keep in mind, we have a weekly inside bar on watch. So if we break it bullish, we're going back to all-time highs. And if we break it bearish, then it's weekly consolidation underway. But just keep in mind that we really didn't see much of a pullback at all today. We could drop another 6% essentially and still be in a weekly uptrend. Even if we just tested EMA 12, you're looking at about a 3-4% drop. So again, if you're not protected, I know today seemed a little scary, but just keep in mind in the bigger picture, that was just a small blip in the radar, so to speak. So if you were worried about the drop today, it may be time to start considering hedging your portfolio. So moving on, taking a look at some individual tickers. So on the bear list, we had Riot, NEXE, and DFLY. On the bull list, we had NKLA up over 14% there. Congrats to the bulls on NKLA. MVMD and AC also leading the way up here today. So a pretty mixed bag. We had quite a few names down double digit, quite a few names up double digits. And Tesla, just taking a look at TSLA stock. So we did break the high of yesterday, but we're pulling back. And it looks like we have a weekly inside bar on watch as well. So support at 682.09 and resistance at 780. If we break 780, we're likely heading up to all-time highs. And again, that's likely going to be earnings that indicate where we go from here. That's on the 26th, so on Monday. And that's likely going to have a big factor. We know that Tesla's part of the S&P 500 now. It's a heavy weight in the QQQ sector and the tech sector as well. So I would say S&P 500 and the tech sector are going to be heavily reliant on the direction of Tesla going into next week. Let me know if you are going to be swinging Tesla through earnings. Are you bullish or bearish on the earnings? Personally, I haven't really looked into it too much, but I know estimates are expecting over $10 billion in revenue for the quarter. And it should be an interesting end to the week. So tomorrow being Friday, the last day of the week, we'll see if we get a break of these tightening ranges on the weeklies, or whether or not we need to see Tesla's earnings on Monday to give us that direction. With that, going to end it there. Thanks for joining us on The Pursuit of Wealth for another daily market recap. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel. It shows me some support. And we'll see you a little bit later on for an MJ sector review. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you again soon.